It's a beautiful day in Jacksonville, North Carolina for the second stop of the Koma Unwind Modified Madness Series Tour. The lights are off on the pace car, which means we're going green the next time by. As you can see, the J2 car of Jeremy Mayfield is starting fourth. Hey everybody, I'm Chris Lafferty, and it's time to go racing. Pace car's off, the field bunches, and here we go. You know, this is only Jeremy's second time in an open wheel modified. His first time was at Hickory Motor Speedway for the first stop, and it looks like he's going to make quick work of some of these guys, passing the 9 car of Bobby Sheffield, or he's fighting for that position, and looks like he's going to be taking it. Looks like he's a little bit faster on the outside, and coming up to challenge Jason Myers. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge. He blew right past him for second place. So Jeremy, in only his second run in an open wheel modified, is running second on lap 2 of the Koma Unwind Modified Madness Series Tour. Man, that's a mouthful right there. As you know, Jeremy Mayfield, a veteran of the NASCAR Cup Series, this is kind of like his rebirth, going back to his roots and showing us what racing is all about as he sneaks up on the first place car, and we'll see if he can challenge him for position. Now that's a great shot right there from in-car. It gives you a really good bird's eye view of what Jeremy is going through. This track is a really neat track. It's like a miniature Richmond International Raceway, which nice D-shaped along the front stretch and straight along the back stretch. Jeremy's sneaking up on the leader. Like car length off and up. He's up on the inside. It looks like Jeremy's gonna. Oh, he's clear. It looks like Jeremy knows he's got something that can pass and take the lead. So we'll see what happens here. You know, these cars got a lot of horsepower. They're low, they're light, and they got big tires, which means fast driving, be aggressive in the throttle, and man, these things will hook and book. Jeremy's going from 1 to 2 car lengths off the bumper of the leader, and it looks like Jeremy's got a faster race car. It just looks like he's getting a feel for his car, letting it come in, and we'll see if he can take the lead here. Jeremy keeps looking to the inside as if he knows he's got something. Reels him in. There he goes. I think he's going to get a nose in on him here. No, not yet. He's got a nose up under him. You know, I'm sure sitting in that car, Jeremy's got an ear-to-ear grin as he sticks the nose under the leader. Just not quite enough to pull it off. Now he gets up underneath him, and it looks like he's going to pull it off this time. He's out in front, and he's clear. You know, I'm sure Jeremy Spotter's going, all right, buddy, you're clear, slide up, take the lead. You are in P1 leading the race. This is, I believe, Jeremy's first lap led in an open wheel modified, and he's doing it in fine style, starting fourth from the pole position, and now putting 2 car lengths on what was our pole sitter. It looks as if Jeremy's getting a car length from the back stretch, a car length from the front stretch, and I tell you what, guys, he is not too far away from starting to lap the back of the field, and we are really early on into this race.
having a great day here at Coastal Plains Raceway, and Jeremy Mayfield has pulled out to the front, and this is a treat for us today because we actually have Jeremy's wife Shayna in with us watching the race. Shayna, how you doing today?
Good, Chris. How are you?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm doing great. I mean, Jeremy started fourth. He's run to the front of the field, and he's actually this race is getting a little bit boring. So I'm glad that you're here. What does it mean to you to see, Jeremy come back? He's on his rise and, leading this race in dominant fashion.
So excited. It's pretty emotional for me just because, it's been so long since he's been in a race car, and to see him out there just schooling the field, like we need to start calling him professor because it's just like he's just teaching a class today. It's pretty cool.
Right, yeah, absolutely. And what's, you get to go home with Jeremy. What's he been like at home getting ready for this race? I mean, seems like a little kid in a candy store.
He is. It's like the night before Christmas. You know what I mean? Like you can't sleep. You're waiting for Santa, and
right.
Get to the track and like open your present and look at your car. You know what I mean? So he's just been so excited. And it's been really cool, and just to see him happy again. And this is where he's meant to be in a race car or whatever it is. As long as it's got four wheels and goes fast, he's happy.
Absolutely. Yeah. So now does it ever get emotional for you? You're watching him lead this race, and you ever just stop and go, wow, it's been a long road getting to here, and his talent is shining, and he's doing what he can do.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like it's just seemed, I can't believe we're actually really here today watching this, and it's just been a long road, and we're in this modified race, and just it's not Cup, it's not anything, but I think he's just as happy as he could be if he were running the Daytona 500 today. I mean, this is just huge for him, and just to be back and makes my heart happy, and I know his too. He's probably grinning from ear to ear in that car. If we could see inside right now, I'm sure all you see is teeth.
Right.
As Jeremy comes up on what he hopes to become lap traffic, as a driver, you've got to drive the wheels off these things, but you're also thinking to yourself, okay, I'm in the lead. Do I take the risk of passing any of these cars, putting them a lap down, and risking tearing up my own race car? And as a racer, look, your answer is typically yes. It looks like Jeremy is thinking about this, and it's hard to say whether he'll take the spot or if he'll ride behind this lead lap pack. Keep in mind, Jeremy Mayfield is still leading the race, and this is the back of the field, so he's almost put a whole lap. Well, I guess he's going for it. It looks like Jeremy's just gone on the inside of the 82 car driven by NASCAR Truck Series regular Cale Gale, and made short work of that. Cale, a past winner in the NASCAR Truck Series, maybe his car is just not what he was hoping for, and as you can see, Jeremy is reeling in that 10 car, which is driven by Johnny Sutton, who is a regular in the modified series. Jeremy's got to be careful here because he's already leading the race. He's already started to lap the field. He's put one car lap down. He's looking at the second car. And, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, there's still a long race left. And, you just don't want to get into any confrontation in the race car that you don't have to, especially leading this much. But, Jeremy is leading this race in fine style and really showing everybody that hey, Jeremy Mayfield is back. Now I'm watching these cars ahead of Jeremy, and and I'm not so worried about where Jeremy's going. But look, these cars in front of him, these guys know he's there. Their spotters have told him and said, hey guys, the leader is on your tail. You better keep going. And these guys are just fighting from being the car that goes a lap down. So you never know what can happen in the front of the field. And so Jeremy's taking it careful, looking to the inside of the 10 car. And he sees an opening, but he's not going to be too aggressive. Johnny Sutton knows that is the leader, Jeremy Mayfield, coming on his inside, and it looks like Jeremy's going to sneak up in there. He's up to his door. Spotters are telling him that, hey, he's there, he's faster, let him go. So Jeremy has passed Johnny Sutton and starts to eyeball what appears to be the 43 car that's in front of him. David Calabrese. There's no pressure from behind him. There's not much pressure in front to take the extra cars. It looks like he's in cruise mode. Remember, this is a 125 lap race, and that's got to be in Jeremy's mind. If it's not, hopefully his spotter and crew members are telling him, saying, hey J2 buddy, chill out, let's ride, let's be here at the end. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more at Coastal Plains Raceway in Jacksonville, North Carolina. The laps are winding down. We're back from our break, and I think Jeremy's got a little bit of a problem with the car. While we were at break, he's been going backwards and screaming on the radio that something is wrong. He's got a vibration, and man, he's doing everything that he can to keep the car underneath him. Let's see if we can get a word from Jeremy and see if we can get a fix on the problem. Jeremy, do you got a copy? Jeremy, this is Chris Lafferty. Do you have a copy?
Hey Chris, I got my hands full right now. This thing got my hands full.
What's going on with the car? I mean, we can clearly see from up here that it is just not handling the way that it was in the beginning of the race. Can you give us any insight?
Oh man, I don't know if this thing's got a bent wheel or something come loose, because the left front front's bouncing a bunch. Man, this thing was a rocket ship, and I'm just trying to hang on to this thing.
Thanks, Jeremy. I know you got your hands full. That was Jeremy Mayfield from the cockpit. As you heard, sounds like the forward bite is going away. Might have a wheel or something in the front suspension that's coming apart. So we'll cross our fingers and see if he can finish this thing in one piece. Well, with the laps winding down, it's been a heck of a race. We've watched Jeremy Mayfield start from the 4th position and fight his way on up to the lead position and leading this race for, man, it was a heck of a long time. Jeremy will wind up finishing 9th with everybody at J2. We'd like to congratulate David Calabrese on his win at Coastal Plains Raceway. It's a fantastic facility. And in a few weeks, the Coma Unwind Modified Madness Series Tour will make its 3rd stop at Ace Speedway. And I tell you what, this is, race 1 for Jeremy was at Hickory with the top 10. Race 2, also with the top 10 in a commanding first half of the race performance, leading this race and showing these guys who's boss. So, we had a heck of a good time here at Coastal Plains Raceway in Jacksonville, North Carolina. So for everybody at J2, I'm Chris Lafferty, and we will see you next time. Jeremy continues to lead this race in only his 2nd time in Open Wheel Modified. And joining us in the studio right now is one of Jeremy's biggest fans, Ivan, thanks for joining us. In Russia, we know how open we drink the vodka. When we drink the vodka, we root for a guy like Jeremy Mayfield. When Jeremy run up front, much celebration occurred. Well, Ivan, thank you for coming out, and